Here real quick, I'll kind of go over, it's hard to see I'm sure on camera, but I've got, what'd they tell me? I got it. Gas line, it's a 4-inch gas main, electric, and then I believe this is the 50 pair phone, and then I think it's a 600 and 2 or 3 900s right through here. I'll just kind of go over what I try to do. If you can get parallel or dig with the utilities, you stand a much better chance of not tearing the cable up or cutting it in half, anything like that. And kind of the technique I go about it, which they just call it scratching. That's why you just see me just take a little bit. I don't know, 2 or 3 inches at a time, maybe if that. And you just kind of rake it. You just keep raking it with the teeth. And 9 times out of 10, if you're by one, unless you just run that tooth down real hard right there, the line will actually jump in between the teeth, and you'll just kind of clean it off and clean it off the side and stuff. There's usually right underneath those marks, but they can be within 2 feet of either side. So there's a 4-foot range that wire can actually be in. So you just can't always think, well, okay, right, it's right there. But I'd say they're within a few inches most of the time. But yeah, the easiest thing and the safest thing is just take your time and just kind of rake across it and go down. And what I'll probably end up doing is I'll just dig the rest of this ditch. You dig a wider ditch, but it's a lot better than digging through, because if you're pulling through that way, you stand a real good chance of just cutting the cable right in half, where you can actually, once you've done it a while, you can actually feel when you're on something or pulling against something. The electric should be 36. The 4-inch gas main, it ought to be deeper than that. It may be several feet. And like these 600 and 900 pair phone lines are probably 2 feet deep. That 50, it could be in between 2 inches to 6 inches deep. It's just kind of hard to say around here, but they've got kind of a range that they're supposed to be at, but that doesn't mean they always hit it. So I would rather take a little longer digging it and not cut one of these in half than just try to, it's not worth it just trying to bury downspouts to come in here and dig this real quick. So what I'll do now, I'll just kind of start, like I said, there's 2 of them right in front of me, and I'm just going to start kind of raking over once I get to the depth I want. If I haven't hit them, I can carefully come back and clean it out, going out that way. But yeah, biggest thing is just go slow at it and always try to dig parallel with them. And I always just try to take my time. Like I said, I know that, especially some of my sewer videos, it just seems like it takes forever to get down to the depths I need to be. It does, but to me it's still cheaper than tearing up a utility, or depending on what you're digging around, somebody can get hurt or killed. And you're digging around a gas line or electric line, there could be, explosion, fire, I mean, who knows. So, and it's usually better if you've got a ditch guy that stands out there behind you and watches to make sure you don't hook anything. Because none of these will be in conduit, they'll just be the wires just laying in the ground. Because they were probably plowed in, I'm guessing. Man, I mean, it is tempting, like right here, try to take a bigger bite, you know what I mean? You think, well, it's a big cable, it's down deeper, but there could have been something down in there, a rock or something that they ran over, and when they plowed, it didn't end up being as deep as what it should have. And the kind of soil we have here, they backfill it with what's there. I mean, it may be right on top of that line. So if you catch or roll a rock, you could dig right through one of these lines just with the rock. So that's one thing that used to aggravate me, and I kind of gotten a little more used to it. You just kind of wish on some of these that they're starting to do it. They do it better now, like with the electric and the gas, but they them in rock. So as somebody that's never dug this area, once you'll hit that rock, or sometimes they'll even use like dirt, so you'll hit a different color of dirt than what you've been digging. You can usually know that something's in there. Now, like the electric, it's supposed to be 3 feet deep, so 2 feet down, they're supposed to put a yellow ribbon so you know that the power is right below that ribbon. And then below the ribbon, they still usually put in some kind of sand or rock. And some of the stuff, after you've been digging for a while, you can actually feel with the machine that the ground is softer and it's been dug before. Like some of this stuff, you can just tell it's never been disturbed as hard as it is. I'm trying to scratch it, but then there's other places that the bucket just almost sinks because at one point in time it has been dug. You definitely want to call and get locates no matter what you're digging anytime. I mean, I used to do it even just doing the sprinkler systems or any kind of time you're going to be digging, because like around here, usually phone and cable TV are very shallow. I've watched a cable TV guy come and lay their cable for the internet or just the TV right after we got done sodding it, and they basically just flipped the sod up, threw the wire underneath it, threw the sod back over it and left. So that cable ended up being like 2 inches deep, if that. It's just below the grass. And the locate company will not normally tell you how deep something is. They can't. It's just a liability. Man, I know this is probably boring or tedious to watch. That's why I don't always film a lot of it. It's such a slow go. I just try to film a little bit and I'll stop, and then when we get closer on a lot of this stuff. This is how I spend a lot of my days, is stuff like this. That's an old flag. It's probably trash or whenever they plowed this in before. But that's the kind of stuff you want to pay attention to. You see different colored rock, a ribbon, anything like that. That's usually a pretty good indication that there's something in the ground. Like I said, I'm sure there's some other guys that watch this that got better words of wisdom than what I do. I mean, like I said, I've never really worked for anybody else. I didn't go to school for any of this. It's just, I jumped on a skid steer one day and leveled some stuff out and just kind of never got off of one of them. So a lot of the stuff I do may not be the best way or the right way to go about it. I just kind of learn from experience. No real formal training or schooling or anything. Just mostly kind of trial and error, just jumping in there and doing it. See, now I'm digging over the electric. If I get down far enough, there should be a ribbon in here. I can tell right now that this has been dug before, because it's digging easier, and you can kind of tell that it's got some dirt in there. That may be part of the sprinkler system right there. This is where your ditch guy would be cleaning that pipe off. for the sprinkler, but like I said, I'm not gonna assume anything. We can put our pipes over the top of that and not have to worry about it. But that kind of shows you what I'm talking about, where you can just be careful and you'll kind of get the teeth for both sides of it, and then it'll kind of clean it off. Then that's enough where you can get it around there and dig out with the shovel or whatever you got to do. But now if I would have been digging the other way across there, I would have just ripped right through there, because you wouldn't have really seen it, or you may have felt it. I mean, that stuff you can still kind of feel, but that's basically the same thing it'll do on like these phone lines and such, as long as you're not getting carried away with your down pressure. You just scratch over the top of them, it kicks it to one side. See, like here, if I needed to go down deeper, what I would do is just dig around on both sides of it. And that's kind of how you tunnel underneath stuff. So you just, as long as you keep part of it uncovered and keep an eye on it, know where it's at. And most of the time, the locate companies will do that. They'll try to paint out there and tell you what size. Some of this is just not always easy to read. There's more sprinkler line right there. So this house is old enough, they probably ran all PVC zones and all. And I can see right there it turns. So but that's what happens when you dig across something, how you just catch that pipe. I didn't even feel that. So. Luckily that wasn't the electric or gas one. It's the same idea with utilities. So yeah, I think I'll jump out here, shovel this out. I don't know. For some reason it just kind of hit me today. I guess since there's all these utilities in one spot, that I try to do a little quick video of kind of how I dig around these. I don't do a whole lot of informative videos. We'll get this cleaned up and start laying our pipe in here.